and advisors in financial services add millions of pounds worth of revenue to their business by following AI and digital marketing strategies. So in this video, I'm just going to show you, this example is going to be for how a wealth manager can identify their ICP, which is an ideal customer profile. So in financial services generally, but specifically for this use case, I would go with wealth managers, you need to be specific in terms of the customer profile. And people in wealth management generally go for obviously high net worth and ultra high net worth, but yes, that's narrowing it down a bit, but it's still very broad. High net worth, ultra high net worth, it's still a very broad market. So we need to be tailoring that down into one specific customer profile. So I'm going to show you three different AI, a few different AI models, more than three actually, because that's I think a big problem at the moment. There's so many AI models, these large language models like ChatGPT, there's Claude, there's Google Gemini, there's Grok, which is Elon Musk's. So we're just going to test a few different ones with this really engineered prompt that I've engineered. So we're going to use the same prompt on all these different kind of LLMs, large language models, and just to see the contrast between the results. And there is another one at the end that I'm going to show you, which is a new one that I've just discovered recently. But anyway, we'll dig into it now and we'll review the results. So this is Claude then. So this is a large language model or an LLM, similar to ChatGPT. So this is the prompt that we're going to do. As I say, this is for wealth management. So the prompt reads, act like an experienced UK wealth manager specialising in serving high net worth HNW and ultra high net worth UNHW individuals. Your expertise lies in portfolio management, financial planning and investment strategies for clients with over £1 million in investable assets. My goal is to attract and engage ideal clients for LinkedIn. I want you to define my ideal client profile based on the following factors. 1. Demographics, age range, occupation, location, industry, and other key attributes relevant to wealthy individuals in the UK. 2. Financial profile, net worth, investable assets, income sources, risk tolerance, and investment preferences. 3. Psychographics, goals, motivations, values, pain points, and key concerns when managing wealth. 4. Behavioural traits, decision-making processes, preferred communication styles and engagement on LinkedIn. 5. Challenges and needs, common financial challenges they face and the specific services they seek from a wealth manager. 6. LinkedIn presence, typical engagement behaviour, content preferences and networking habits on LinkedIn. Finally, based on this ideal client profile, provide recommendations I should position myself around, which I should create, and how I should connect with and engage these prospects on LinkedIn. Begin by asking me relevant questions to personalise my ICP so it's unique to me. So, as I say, we're going for LinkedIn. Obviously, LinkedIn is a good platform to use when we're going for high-value clients. I think there's a stat I heard the other day that compared to the other platforms on LinkedIn, over 48% of people on LinkedIn earn over 50k a year. So that's a big contrast to places like TikTok, for example, which is completely opposite end of the scale in terms of the value of the customer profiles on these platforms. So Claude then is saying, I'd be happy to help you define an ideal client profile to attract high net worth individuals on LinkedIn. To create a truly personalised profile that will resonate with your target audience, I need to understand about your specific approach, expertise and unique value proposition. Let me ask you a few key questions. What specific wealth management services do you specialise in or enjoy providing most? Tax planning, estate planning, investment management, retirement planning, etc. Do you have any industry professional background, expertise that gives you unique insights with certain types of clients, for example, business owners, executives in specific industries, inherited wealth? 3. What size client portfolio do you typically manage, and what minimum investment do you typically require? Are there particular types of investments or strategies that you find recommending most often? 5. What geographical areas in the UK are primarily focused on serving? 6. What would you say sets you apart from other wealth managers in your market? 7. Have you had any particular success with certain types of clients in the past? What make those relationships work well? 8, what are your growth goals in terms of client acquisition over the next 12 to 24 months? Once I have responses to these questions, I can craft a highly targeted, ideal client profile and LinkedIn strategy that's uniquely tailored to your practice. So these questions that it's asking then, we'll just answer these as best you can, really. If there's any that you can't answer or that you're not sure of, just answer no and just move on to the next one. So number 1, what specific wealth management services do you specialise in? So tax planning. 2, industry, say business owners. 3, say 1 million plus. 4, so no. 5, so say available out of hours via WhatsApp. 6, sorry, that was 6, wasn't it? So number 5 was UK wide. I'll say 7. I'll say business owners again. 8. I'll say 50 million rev over next 12 months. So it's coming back with all this really detailed demographic information, financial profile, psychographics, values, pain points, behavioral traits, decision-making processes, communication preferences, response to marketing challenges and needs, LinkedIn presence, content preferences, network behavior, LinkedIn strategy recommendations, content strategy, engagement strategy. So all this stuff is just planning out just a strategy for you, really, just like that in seconds. So that's good results from Claude. So as I say, we're going to try that same prompt with ChatGPT now, see what that comes back. Okay, so it's asking the questions. So let's go with these then. So number 1, unique positioning. Do you focus on specific industries? Again, say business owners. 2, minimal, say 1 million plus. 3, tax planning. 4, we'll just put unsure. So tax, based on this, your ideal client profile is starting to take shape. You're targeting business owners with 1 mil plus in investable assets, and your expertise includes tax planning. Let's refine it further to create a LinkedIn strategy. So again, demographics is business owners, entrepreneurs, and founders. That's the market it's come back with. Financial profile, psychographics and behavioral traits, LinkedIn strategy, outreach and engagement, final questions. So again, it's just asking you to dig a bit deeper. So that result is, I don't think it's as in-depth as what Claude gave, but it is a prompting to go deeper into it. So that's just the first phase of it. There's a thing with these LLMs, these large language models, you can keep going back and forth having a conversation. It's just like having a consultant, a high-level consultant at your fingertips that you can thrash ideas back and forth with. So that's ChatGPT. So let's have a look at Perplexity, see what that comes back with. So this is the reasoning in Perplexity. It tells you exactly what it's doing. It's identifying key demographics of high net worth and ultra high net worth individuals in the UK, understanding the financial profile of these wealthy individuals in the UK, and it's showing you the sources that it's pulling in to gather the result. So it's checking this wealth briefing, Social Insider, LinkedIn. So again, it's asking us the questions. So these questions are very similar on each, which we'll quickly answer. So okay, so again, it's telling us what which sources it's using to gather the information. So based on your preference, identify your ICP with wealth management services, focusing on high net worth individuals in the UK. Let's provide recommendations for your LinkedIn strategy. So again, ideal client profile demographics, age range 50 to 65, occupation, senior executives, entrepreneurs, or successful professionals in the tech industry. So that's the niche or the ICP that it's come back with. A location, major tech hubs in the UK, Cambridge, London, Manchester, industry, technology, software and fintech, financial profile, psychographics, behavioural traits, challenges and needs, LinkedIn presence, LinkedIn strategy recommendations. Again, similar result to the others. So the final one then that I want to show you is one that I've been playing with recently, which is called GenSpark. So GenSpark AI. This kind of pulls in the best from them all. So it's agentic. So it like I said, it's obviously the ones we've tested there are ChatGPT, Claude, and Perplexity. This brings in the best from all those ones we've just looked at. So again, I'll copy and paste the prompt. So it's thinking about it. So that result came back quite quickly. So it's just gone straight in. That's not actually asked us the questions, but so it's saying the ideal client portfolio for for wealth managers focusing on high net worth and ultra high net worth individuals in the UK encompasses various aspects, including demographics, financial profiles, psychographics, behavioural traits, challenges, needs, and the presence on LinkedIn. So demographics, HNW and UHNW clients typically range 35 to 65. Geographic, financial traits, financial profile, wealth thresholds, income sources, psychographics, values, behavioural traits, investment strategies, challenges, needs. So the result on that one then, it's not come back with, well, it's come back with a nice mind map there as well that you can click into. So again, it's used a mixture of agents there, as it says. So you can click into these and go further with it. So that's a nice little graphic. But and then you can just keep on in conversation with these models. But I think that one it's not giving us the full answer in terms of defining one specific customer profile. It's given us just an overview of like a broad ideal client or a broad niche. So I would be following that up with asking it to make it more personalised. Okay, so there you have it then. So it's interesting to see the contrast between those different large language models. For me, Claude was the best. The results that Claude came back with the most powerful. So what I've done is I've actually set up a school community group and course where I can show you this exact strategy in a bit more detail and give you the actual prompt. So if anybody wants access to that, any wealth managers who are turning over 2 million to 50 million, comment below with your email address and I'll send you an invite for this. It's completely free and you'll get access to that prompt, and I'll go into a bit more detail in a more structured format to help you identify your ideal customer profile. And then we'll go on to all the steps as well in terms of then doing some market analysis and doing some in-depth market research using AI to really kind of dig into the nuances and the psychographics and demographics of that market that it's identified. So yeah, like I say, if anybody's wants access to that, comment below with your email address. I'll send you the next steps through. But if you've got any value from this video, if you can give me a like or